Good evening. We start with cricket once again this evening from the ICC T20 World Championship. And as we reported last night, the West Indies exited the tournament at the Super 8 stage at the hands of Australia. A below-par batting effort by the Caribbean side, condemning them to a defeat at the Busseju Cricket Stadium. There's captain Chris Gayle going early. The Windies score of 105, never enough, against the impressive Australian unit, who remain unbeaten. The Windies lost wickets steadily last night and lost the plot along the way in a game they needed to win by 24 runs in order to advance to the semi-finals. But it wasn't to be. Only 4 batsmen getting into double figures as the West Indies struggled to their 6-wicket loss. The Aussies cruising to victory, led by 42 from wicketkeeper batsman Brad Haddin. West Indies skipper Chris Gayle had lots to think about as his team prepares for South Africa's visit in a few weeks. This 6 by Chamara Kapugedera secures Sri Lanka's semi-final berth. Needing 3 from the last ball, Kapugedera launches the winning runs, sending off wild celebrations in Sri Lanka's camp. Sri Lanka advanced to face England in the first semi-final tomorrow morning, tuned into Cayman 27 from 10 a.m. for all the action. The women's semi-final between Australia and India will be on Island 24 tomorrow evening from 3. Good news for West Indies fans though, the West Indies women, they meet New Zealand in the second semi-final on Friday. In local cricket now, Steve Gordon's century highlighted Division 1 action from last weekend. Gordon strokes 10 fours and 1 massive 6 in his 113 for Prison in a 5-wicket victory over Bayreuth at Smith Road. This was the top of the table clash in Division 1 cricket. Scores there, Bayreuth 242 for 8, Prison 246 for 5. Good form by some of our experienced players ahead of international duty. SO Tigers also win, beating Schools in a challenging encounter by 35 runs. Tigers batting first scored 183 for 8. Al Shields led all scorers with 54. Schools replied with 148, falling 35 runs short. Zachary McLaughlin top scoring for the Schoolboys. He made 63. Wayne Cato and Ezra Hewitt share 6 wickets. There's a full slate of cricket games on this weekend as well. And cricket is our focus for Let's Talk Sports tomorrow night as the coach from the national program, Theo Coffey, he joins us here. We'll be talking about the 2020 cricket and our local cricket. And we look back at the West Indies' exit from the 2020 World Championships and the semi-finals, which will be on tomorrow. We'll have highlights from those. So join me and Vanessa in the studio from 8 tomorrow evening for the live edition of Let's Talk Sports. Don't forget to call us 326-2739. From the cricket to the water, over 150 swimmers competing Saturday's Butterfield 800-meter sea swim. Spectators at the finish line waiting for the swimmers to cross the tape. Calm waters on the 7-mile beach were perfect conditions for the swimmers, with Cayman's top 2, the Fraser boys, taking advantage of a quick visit home. Sean crosses the line just ahead of little brother Brett in 9 minutes 24 seconds to Brett's 9:26. Some of our impressive juniors chasing the Olympians to the line. Carifta swimmers Jeffrey Butler and Seiji Groom follow Sean and Brett all the way for a commendable showing, while Carifta gold medalist Lara Butler, she was the first lady home. So the NBA playoffs before we go this evening. Trouble in Cleveland last night as the Cavs suffer a heavy Game 5 loss to the Celtics. 120-88 was the final scoreline in Boston's favor, issuing Cleveland's worst ever playoff loss. And it happened on their home court at the Quicken Loans Arena. Paul Pierce and Ray Allen combined for 46 for the Celtics. 6 Celtics players reaching double figures in the 32 points win. As for the Cavs, star forward LeBron James, he was held to just 15 points, disappointing Cavs fans there, and a surprisingly quiet night for the King. The series moves back to Boston tomorrow, with the C's trying to close it out, while the Cavs try to remain in the series and force a Game 7. That's my final basket this evening. John Foster is standing by with weather next.